Good morning. Welcome back to How to Skyblock. This is MacG with MacG Mania, and we are going to dive back into some Botania stuff. Let me just give you a quick rundown of things I've done while you've been away, or we've been away, or whatever. I made a couple of pulverizers, so we now have 3 running in tandem. I set up some item ducts so that way they flow smoothly, or at least hopefully. Oh, I have set up, I want you to go there. So what happens is the cobblestone. I have a chicken loose on my island. Okay. Cobblestone gets crushed, makes sand as a byproduct. The sand goes out the bottom. And the gravel would go in here, but it gets pushed right into this one where the gravel gets bunched down and the sand gets made. And dust is a byproduct. And dust gets popped out the top. And in this last friend... Oh, I'm making gravel. That was why. Oops. Rip. Oh well. Okay, well, we'll just make some more dust. I needed gravel, and I just derped. First derp of the day! Woo! Yay! Alright. So, anyway, I've got dust being made. You can see 241 in there. So that works really well. Like I said, sand byproduct gets piped out down here into the sand crusher. Dust byproduct from here gets pumped over and straight into the storage. So pretty simple. Let's look at what we're doing over here today. So I had some issues. I tried to record earlier, and every time I opened up a particular recipe for this day bloom, it would crash the game. So I just kind of did the day bloom recipe and moved on. And I didn't I made an endo flame because we are going to need mana. And the endo flame recipe didn't crash. Woo! But you can see it was just a couple of brown mystical petals, a red, a light gray, and some mana powder. Mana powder is made by taking gunpowder. Actually, I probably have some in here, don't I? Yep. Gunpowder. And you just toss it into your... Do I have my wand? I do have my wand. And toss it into your mana pool. See, our mana pool has a little bit of mana. And so you toss with the Q, dink, and you got mana powder. Mr. Cow, you're in the way. So what the endo flame does is it takes burnable objects, coal, wood, things like that, turns it into mana, shoots it over into the mana spreader, mana spreader, shoots it on into the mana pool. So, get out of the way, cow. I was excited when I saw you, but now I'm like, blah. Alright, so that gave us another endo flame. I'm not sure if those will actually degrade over time, but we'll see. We still need to make a nightshade. This will take a little while. It's 16 day blooms. Hydrangeas. Munchdew. I'm actually kind of curious as to what that does. And an open crate. What is an open crate? Living wood planks makes an open crate. Well, you know, if we wonder what these things do, we can refer to the book in which we have here, the Lexica Botanica. Actually, I want you... I'll just put you there. The Lexica Botanica will say... It's probably a generating flower. Endo flame, yes, we know about that one. We don't know. This is the one I kind of want to make. This Gormilius. Gormorillus. It eats food. And the better the food, the better the mana. But we have to make runes before we can make that. So, hydrangeas. This is one of the ones we have to make. 4 blue petals and a dust of mana powder, which we have. Munch dew. And, okay, so back up. The hydrangeas makes mana from water. Standing water, it will make mana out of that. It'll suck up a source block of water and then turn that into mana. Munch dew. Any leaves near the flower will get munched up and converted into mana. No saplings or any other items will be dropped from the leaves. Hefty amount of mana per tree eaten. However, after it finishes eating all the available leaves, when left without any, it will take a break from doing so and will only be able to eat again after a bit over a minute. That's not too bad. But it's going to need that rune of gluttony. Mana diamonds. That's going to take some doing. We have most of this stuff, or the ability to get these things. Just not quite. So the Daybloom, I know this isn't Daybloom, this is Nightshade, but Daybloom absorbs sunlight like a solar panel and pumps that into mana. Well, the Nightshade does the opposite. It turns like nighttime into mana. So we got a couple of black petals, a gray petal, and a purple. Dark or regular gray. Okay. So let's get to work on that. Oops, there's water. Oops. And it's daytime. Okay. Do 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 do. I think in between. Ugh. Out of the way. Let's take you. Ugh. Easy distractions, but. Alright. Alright. We needed a blue flower. Do we have any blue petals? We do have a blue petal. We need black petals. And we needed a purple petal. And you just take your flower and it turns into petals. Okay. But let's see. Purple was 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one in. There. Right next to red. And we'll need a... Pardon the snuffles. We'll need a seed. Alright. We'll need a bucket of water. We won't need that. We won't need that. Put these things down. We'll look at that here in just a second. Okay, that lunchbox, I'll show that to you here in just a minute. Let's get the Nightshade done first. Oh, and that. But, Nightshade first. 2 blacks, a gray, and a purple. 2 blacks, a blue, and a purple. Okay, put the blue back.